Right, so we're heading towards Saturn, weren't we? I was just sorting out my inventory, putting all the crap that I don't think I would need, or only have uses for specific situations, like the axe, which we'll probably never use again, or the pliers. I think we used the pliers here. We never used the lyre. Can't throw away the bloody roses. I should go and put the gooseneck back actually before we desat neon. Cause useless to carry it around. Poke. I think everything else is kind of like the top stuff here is what we use. These items are your main. This is basically your sheet of paper you need. I think this is the puzzle for these here. I can't believe it. You know what I'm gonna do? This should increase my morality. I want to keep this equal as much as I can. So, you know, this is the first game I remember playing that doesn't have a fast travel. Yeah, it doesn't. Weird. Then again, I think this game came out just before fast travel in these types of games were a thing. From what I remember, anyway. Unlock that. I'm trying to think. I took a tiny break just to make a drink, and I've it'd been like 10 minutes, and I've already forgotten where I was. I'm never going to see this guy.
Good day, Satana.
Good day, sir. Is your research going well?
Yes, fine. I've just made an interesting discovery in Babu's sitting room, an
Hee-hee.
astronomical telescope built by Leonardo.
Babu? Ah, from what you say, you were able to soften Madame's attitude.
That's enough, Satana. From what I understand, you're the one that cleaned her apartments before she moved in. You said you'd never set foot in them.
It was a long time ago, sir. Everything must have changed since. That's why I said nothing to you about it.
Rubbish. You know exactly which of Leonardo's works are in her apartments, but you prefer to lie as usual.
You're very hard on me, sir. It's normal not to tell a stranger what a lady's apartments contain.
True.
What a fine soul. While we're about it, Babu and I think that 2 circular lenses that should be fixed to the telescope are missing.
And you think I have them?
Precisely, Satana. And Madame de la Bourdissière would very much like to recover them.
You're cunning, sir. If Madame wants them, I can't easily refuse. However, I'm really sorry, but I don't have anything like what you've described.
I'm sure he's not telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Oh, the music just suddenly stopped. Very abrupt. The voice acting in this game is like Saturn's voice. He's got a pretty good voice for the type of character. It fits his character. Every time they talk to each other, they just feel so wooden, like they're just reading off a script and not putting any effort into the acting, which kind of lets me lets the game down. You can't go in there.
Satana will never let...
I think you have to soften his heart. So let's give him some brandy.
Thank you very much, sir. It's delicious.
Thanks.
I'm delighted you like it.
I suppose you must have need of me to be so friendly.
I'm sure that by trying to remember harder, you could. Yeah.
I'm sure that by trying to remember harder, you could find those lenses that I was talking about.
I doubt it. But if you really want to stir my memory, it'll take more than a few drops of brandy.
Really, he always wants more.
God, what a greedy shit. I wonder if I could have put sleeping powder in or sleeping potion in his brandy. I think we have to brew some wine. I don't think if there's anything I can give him. Can I give him some flowers? No. Who doesn't want roses? Can I sing him a song? No. This guy is a pain in my arse. I mean, I can brew brandy, I guess. But you need wine, if I remember correctly. Distilled brandy can be produced by heating wine. Let's have a look, see if we can find some wine. So the only thing that slows this game down is these certain things where you have to get the trust of these characters. There's some wine. That's a coincidence, isn't it? Bottle of white wine. Nice. Getting pissed off his tits. So, back to the distilling room. So, what was it to distill? Is it just pour the wine in? Just gonna wing it. Just put it on. Oh. Hey, you. What the? Who turned the fire out, you? That infuriates me. Doesn't need to be that hard to start fire. Could have easily used the wood.
It looks as if it's ready.
Yeah. Give me the bloody brandy, you shit. God damn it. We could have just used the dead leaves. Not that. Very specific, isn't it? It's way too specific sometimes. Here's your brandy, you asshat.
Thank you very much. You're really too kind.
The robot. Thank you very much. You're really too kind. I'll not cut his throat. Hat wearing ass. Now, there's certain things you could do in here. You could steal all of his shit, which is quite funny. He will find out it's you. And yeah, it won't go well. This lying little shit. Like, he obviously had the colored lens, but he didn't give him us. We should take a shit on his bed. That would show him.
Don't let him out of your sight, Satana. I want to know exactly how far he's progressed at our next meeting. What's all this about? Who would want to have me spied on? And what's Satanan doing in this affair? I must find out the truth about this matter.
Oh, shit's getting real now. This bastard's spying on us. Don't trust him. Then again, to be honest, he's never really been very trustworthy, has he? At least your main character, Valdo, at least he's not like, oh yeah, we'll trust him, we'll give him all this money, I'm sure he won't stab us in the back, but yeah. He knows not to trust Satanan. So, let's put these in. Yeah? And yeah. Propaganda. Nope.
And the paths to power will open up before you.
Oh. That's not the right one.
Then find the Philosopher's Stone.
Fucking Harry Potter? Is that them all? I think there's only those green and that.
First, look for the stars.
There you go.
And the paths to power will open up before you. Then find the Philosopher's Stone. First, look for the stars. First, seek the stars, then find the Philosopher's Stone, and the path of power will open up before you.
The Philosopher's Stone. He spoke of the Philosopher's Stone. I don't believe it. He found it. You're right. Leonardo obviously practiced alchemy, and the Philosopher's Stone is here.
Perhaps, but don't let's celebrate too quickly. The riddle above all speaks about stars.
First, seek the stars. Yes, that's right. He insisted on the order of events. But you do realize, Valdo, the Philosopher's Stone.
I know, Babu, but don't worry. If it's here, I'll surely find it. In the meantime, I must discover to what the constellation I saw in the telescope corresponds.
What did it look like?
A lozenge topped by a fifth star.
The Lyre, Valdo. I'm sure it was the constellation of Lyre.
Ow, she's
Perhaps
smart.
Leonardo's celestial globe contains the solution to this part of the riddle.
Off you go then. I would have said a square with an S on it. I am not the best descriptions. It wants this here. So look, it's right there. Thank you. Thing about this bloody game is, it's too many interaction points, and there's no way to tell if it's right. Pretty sure you have to get the. Think. Was easy?
Thank you, Your Majesty. This celestial globe is a real masterpiece.
I knew that it would please you. It's a gift from Henry, the King of England. If you look closely at it, you'll see that it's not just a globe.
It's a secret box. And in it I shall place one of the keys that will protect the passage.
It's a very good idea. And what about the stone?
All in good time, Your Majesty. The most urgent matter is to protect the path that leads to your castle. Then I promise you I shall look into these alchemical whims.
You are alone in daring to speak to me like this, Leonardo. Whims, you say?
Indeed, Majesty, you are my friend, and as such, I must speak to you frankly, whatever the cost. You should not desire the impossible, Francois. There, that is what I'm trying to tell you.
Leonardo definitely had the courage of his convictions. He spoke of the path that leads to the king's chateau, the path of power. It's the door of the underground passage to which the riddle refers. The medallion that I've just found is one of its keys, and the Stone of the Wise should give me the other one.
That irks me that Leonardo's voice is British. Like, at least put on an Italian accent, at least. Come on. Globe has opened.
The globe has opened. It was really magnificent. I wonder where Leonardo got the idea for a hiding place.
He was overflowing with imagination.
Oh, is that it? Nope.
I find a medallion inside the globe. I've succeeded in decoding the first part of the riddle, though I don't know where all this is going to take me.
To the Philosopher's Stone. Who knows, that would be marvelous.
Then seek the Philosopher's Stone. I wonder what Leonardo could have invented to hide it.
No idea, but I'm sure you'll find it.
Isn't the Philosopher's Stone something that
I found a worrying message at Saturnin's.
turns things to gold?
Really? What does it say?
I think he's hired to watch me.
Watch you? But why? And above all, for whom?
I haven't any idea.
Unless you're hiding something from me, I can't see the point of spying on you. The only viable reason must be the Philosopher's Stone, but only you and I know that it might be here. You're anxious for nothing. I'm sure you misunderstood the message.
If you say so. Perhaps I should tell her the real reason for my being here.
So you can tell the reason why you're here, and she kind of gets a bit pissy at you. Which, to be honest, is absolutely fine. You were here for a reason that you didn't tell you in a region. I can't remember what's he here for. He's here for the notebook, isn't he? But I'm gonna tell her because, yeah.
Babu, I have something to confess to you.
I love you.
What? You're not one of Melzi's pupils? And your so-called studies were merely a pretext for searching my manor?
But
So you've taken me for a dupe? I know that you're looking for a secret notebook that Leonardo hid here. I've searched for it myself, in vain. But you seem cleverer than I.
who told you about it?
Your curiosity? You seem more interested in Leonardo's riddles than his work.
I'm sorry, Babu, but
Don't be sorry, Valdo. Rather try and lay your hands on the Philosopher's Stone.
What about she's just like, it's fine, I don't care. I thought she'd get pissy at me. I wonder if it's because my affection's higher. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Doesn't give a shit. She wants that stone. Isn't the Philosopher's Stone like that stone that can turn everything into gold? It can turn random metals into gold and stuff. I can't really remember. Pseudo-science. Or pseudo-alchemy. A load of bollocks. Man should not grasp what it does not understand. Bloody man. Pretty sure this is the path of power.
What's this? It's very strange. What are these engravings doing in such a strange place? That's strange.
Oh, that's strange. It's that weirdly. Is that it? Could I not, like...
That's...
I can't see what the... Can I take a rubbing of it or something? I don't have any more bloody paper. I've used it all, peeps. I don't think you can make any more paper, you know. Because you need cloth, and I don't ever remember picking up more cloth. Unless I can use my clothes. Just chuck my clothes in there. This is the door. Need the moon.
The path of power. If I'm not mistaken, behind this
Chateau
door is
of
an underground
Amboise.
passage that leads to the Chateau of Amboise.
Chateau.
The path of...
Is that it? You're not going to give me any more information. You're just going to say, alright, that's the door to the palace. I think it's the palace. Is there any more, like...
that's...
Any more of these strange symbols? I don't believe you can miss this puzzle. You don't even need to do it. This is like one of the puzzles that I don't really like. It's not hard. It's just boring. All it does is unlock the passage to the gallery. I guess you could say. I guess you could smash a hole in this wall. You don't ever need to go down there. We need to find some more of these symbols, and I thought that's what they were on the floor, but obviously I was mistaken. So let's have a look. Oh, not that book. It's this one. Decipher the puzzle. Look for the stars and find the stone of the wise. Path of power open before you. I know where the other stone is. I know exactly where it is. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't think you can get to it at the moment. You need to trigger something, then to trigger the information. Oh, that bloody sort. That's not a Terry.
You seem in better spirits than earlier on.
It's been a long time since I tasted a drink like this.
Is this animal yours?
It's Alcahest, the manor cat.
Alcahest? That's a strange name. Does it mean anything in particular?
I don't think so.
That name reminds me of something.
It's
Alcahest?
I don't...
That...
Alcahest. Is it an acronym for something? Trying to figure out.
Better let him...
Trying to figure out how you trigger the next set. It's to do with a cat. That's the next part of the riddle. But the cat has a collar, and on the collar is the moon that we need. But I can't remember off the top of my head how to trigger the. I have to go all the way back to speak to Babu. Fuck me. This is
Does Alcahest's name mean anything to you?
Yes, it's the name of the manor cat. But wait. Alcahest also means Philosopher's Stone.
That's it. Thank you, Babu. That name struck a chord, but I couldn't remember what. Another of Leonardo's enigmas. When he told us to seek the Stone of the Wise, he was in fact speaking of the cat.
If I remember well, he wears a medallion.
It must be the second key to the Path of Power. Somewhere here there's a passage that leads to the King's Chateau, isn't there?
Yes, there's an underground passage, but I don't know how to enter it. However, I'm surprised that you know about it.
Simple intuition, but it's not important. I went down to the cellars. That's where the underground passage must arrive. I'm going back. There's something I must have overlooked.
That's absolute nonsense, because we've been in there. We've been to the Path of Power. But the game has forgot. You have to come all this way just to say, oh yes, Alcahest also means Philosopher's Stone. Where's that bloody cat? Where are you, pussycat? Where's it gone? This cat's toying with me, isn't it? Little shit. I find it very suspicious that they both just disappeared. Okay. Go down in here, maybe it's in here. Hey cat, where are you? Bloody hell, where the hell is this flaming cat? Can't give it any more milk, so I can't entice it to come to me. Even Saturn has disappeared. There's something that this game always does is it hides people to talk to in such oh, I know where it is. It's in where the pigeons are. There it is. Bloody cat. Why would you think to come all the way over here? You wouldn't.
I thought I'd never find you, pussycat.
Yeah, Alcatraz.
Thank you, Alcahest.
Alcatraz.
I hope
Alcatraz.
this medallion will finally open the passage for me.
Don't ever give it any milk. That's upsetting. Sorry, pussycat. I gotta go all the way back. Quickest way in is through. Yeah. At least transitioning is fast. You don't have to worry too much about loading, because yeah, Pepsi games don't really have loading screen. This way. Nope, I went backwards because I'm an idiot. There you go. I don't think this is a good idea. Going into a passage that leads to the prince's house is
It's pitch black.
fuck's sake. Use the lantern yourself, you dumbass. But you just keep clicking forward.